Alright guys, let's jump right into this makeup look, starting with the Temp2 Base Smooth and Matte Primer. We're going to put this all over the face and let it dry. And now we're going to color correct today using this Maybelline color correcting stick, and I'm using this to correct some of the redness on my face. And I start by blending this in. This is a foundation brush from Wet Seal. And I'm adding some more to my cheeks where it's a little red, and I'm going to actually jump to this crown brush that is also a foundation brush, but I'm going to use this instead. For foundation today, I'm using Maybelline Matte and Poreless, and I'm going to start by dotting that all over the face and blending that in with my Real Techniques blending sponge. And I'm going to go in with this NYX HD Photogenic Concealer in the shade Glow, and I'm going to put some of that under the eye, on both sides in a triangle. But this wasn't quite bright enough for me, so I added a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Sand, just for blending together and making the under eye a little bit brighter. And I'm using that same Real Techniques sponge to blend that in. Dancing a little bit, because why not? And then down the center of the face with that as well. And I'm going to set down my concealer with the Coty Airspun powder, and today I'm actually going to be baking my under eye with that because I'm going to jump into the eyes first, so I also wanted somewhere to catch fallout. I put that a little bit more across my nose, and now I'm setting the whole face with some excess powder that's on the sponge. I'm going to prime my eyes using the Urban Decay primer, and going into the Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm going to take the shade Silk Cream, and I'm just going to set down the primer. And then I'm going to go into the shade Pukey, such a cute name, and I'm going to put that right in the crease. And this particular look, I'm not bringing out too far like a cat eye. I'm keeping that concentrated right around the eyeball, and today we're going to do a cut crease with that. And then I'm taking the shade Mocha from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to take a more precise crease brush and concentrate it right around the eyeball, right in the crease, just to define that crease a little bit more. And now I'm just blending that together a little bit better. Going back with the NYX Photogenic Concealer, I'm using a small detailer brush from Real Techniques, and I'm carving out that cut crease. And taking the shade Diva from the Jaclyn Hill palette. This is the shade I'm going to use all over the lid. I was using this flat concealer brush to do so, and then I decided to add a little bit more dimension with my finger. Now, once I'm done with the eyes, I am wiping away the bake so I can finish the face, and we'll get back to the eyes later. Going into this highlight and contour palette from Ibby Beauty, I am taking this third contour shade on the right here, and I am cutting out my cheekbones. Well, not cutting them out, per se, but I am contouring them. Now, this did not blend as well as I thought it would, but once everything comes together, it's hard to tell, and it looks really, really nice. So I'm also using this to contour the forehead and the sides of the nose. And a little bit around the chin. And I'm going to blend all of that in with another Real Techniques brush. Did struggle blending this a little bit, but it all does come together. Using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, what else? I'm going to warm up the skin a little bit around that contour. And on the forehead. I'm going into this Pacifica Blush Duo. It's a coconut blush duo, and I'm taking that color on the right that is called Tender Heart, and applying that to the cheeks. Now I'm using this highlight from Becca, and that is the shade Moonstone. And I'm using this big highlighter brush to put that on the top of my cheekbones, and now I'm taking this smaller detailer highlight brush to really make it pop right at the height of the cheekbones. And of course down the center of the nose and the Cupid's bow. Ooh, 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 ooh. Going back into Pukey, I'm going to smudge that along the lower lash line, keeping it close, but definitely you want it blended everywhere. And then Mocha will be taken a little bit closer to the lash line. Now I am applying this Sephora 12-hour waterproof eyeliner to the lower lash line, actually right on the waterline. And I'm also going to tightline with that. I applied the Tarte Tarteist Lash Paint Mascara on the upper lashes, and then Smashbox X-Rated on the lower lashes. And now I'm doing my eyebrows with this NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Brunette. Alright, we're almost done, you guys. I'm going to go back into this shade here. This is the shade Beam. And I'm applying that to the brow bone to highlight the brow bone, and then going back into the Becca highlighter to highlight the inner corners. And then we're going to jump into this lipstick. This is a Maybelline Nude lipstick in the shade Clay Crush. And the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. And we're going to set the entire face with this to give the whole face a really pretty glow. Well, you guys, here is the finished look. Chiseled face and soft emerald eyes. I just thought this look looked really pretty and fitting for the winter, and I just love how cut my cheeks look here. Thank you guys so much for watching the Vanity Mirror today. Please subscribe by hitting that tempting red button right down below my video, and I will see you later.